You're rolling, so whenever you want to go.
Oh, this is so fucking good. I don't want to start filming. I just want to sit here and drink scotch. Professionals. That's what we are. Hey, I'm Bubba.
I'm Travis, and we're the Bottle Brothers.
But today we're looking at Highland Scotch. I picked a Scotch that I think is the quintessential Highland Scotch, and that's the Glenmorangie 10. So, the Glenmorangie original. Oh, look at that sexy bottle. This is actually one of my favorites. Glenmorangie as a distillery does a lot of really cool things. They have the tallest stills in all of Scotland.
What does that mean?
What that means...
Don't get too excited, Bo.
What that means is their distillate is scientifically more refined and pure than what is coming out of other stills. So, you get a very delicate, very rich experience. The reason I picked this one is because, like I said, I think it's the quintessential Highland. And what you're going to get from Highland Scotch, almost across the board, and there, of course there are exceptions, is going to be a note of honey, a note of sweet tree fruit, either apples, pears, apricots, things like that. Oranges. And a little bit of floral note. So what are you getting specifically from the Glenmorangie?
Almost exactly what you said. It starts off with the honey, and it goes almost in the exact orders as well. As you're talking about that, I got the notes of orange from it, and then it dies off into the floral taste. The finish isn't too long on it, but it's a pleasant finish all the way around.
Wow.
You get a lot of the same flavors on the nose, scents on the nose.
Wow. Honestly, like, I straight up got orange creamsicle. Like, not just orange, but like straight up ice cream truck orange creamsicle.
Coming from the mixture of the orange and the vanilla and the honey all put in there together.
Good. So, and another reason I picked the Glenmorangie 10 is because Glenmorangie is actually known for their double maturation whiskeys, such as the Kinta-Reuben, the Lasanta, where they take this exact whiskey, the 10-year-old, and put it into a second cask, whether it's an export cask or an ex-sherry cask. They do a bunch of really cool things.
We're going to have a whole video on that in the future, though.
Absolutely.
So don't you worry.
I can't get into double maturation right now. This whiskey's too good just by itself. But with the Glenmorangie, it's simple and straightforward, and the notes you're going to get from this are going to go across all sorts of different Highland Scotches. But, oh man, if you just want to try the quintessential Highland Scotch, this is the way to go. So, the nature of Highland Scotches is that they're inherently sweet. So when I'm trying to introduce someone to Scotch, and they have never had Scotch before, I'll tell you, a lot of people who say, "Oh, I don't like Scotch," have tried what they have at their local bar, which is often Johnny Walker Red Label, or
A Lefroy.
or a Cutty Sark, or something relatively unfriendly. Yeah, relatively not for the beginning palate. If you're a bourbon drinker or a wine drinker, or you're not used to really hard straight spirits, try a Highland Scotch. Go to your local bar. You can almost guarantee if they have 3 or 4 bottles of Scotch, at least one of them will be a Highland. But yeah, that's the Glenmorangie original in a nutshell. Yeah, I could go on for days, but
All right, so let's give it a review. We'll do 3 categories. We'll do value.
we'll do
Complexity.
and we'll also do friendliness.
All right.
So on a friendliness scale, we'll each probably give our own. For me, friendliness, this is about a 9 out of 10. There's nothing unfriendly about this whiskey. It's all fresh fruit. So I'll give it a 9 out of 10. For value, a bottle of this only runs, depending on where you are and where your state minimum runs, this is only about a $50 bottle.
Just a fantastic price for a scotch this good.
Yeah, and that's where it comes in, the complexity. While the finish is a little nipped and short, the arrival is terrific, and the nose goes on for days. I would give the complexity a 7 out of 10, and the value a 9 out of 10. What about you?
Great. So, start off with friendliness, like Bubba did here. Now, me, who's someone more of a little bit of jack of all trades, I like my bourbons, scotches, like just about every fine spirit out there.
I'm a little bit more of a scotch guy.
It's a little bit harsher than I would like it, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10. As far as scotches go, it's still absolutely phenomenal. The complexity is it's fantastic. You know, it's complex in its own way, but it's not too complex from Highland scotches. So I'll give it a 7 out of 10, like my partner here. And then value, like we were talking about, you can't beat a $50 bottle of scotch that is this high quality.
Yeah, $50 single malt. Typically, you're getting something much shallower than this, much less interesting.
I'll give the value a solid 9 out of 10.
All right. I think that's what there is to be said about Glenmorangie Original.
Absolutely.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Radness.
Neat.
Like the whiskey. There's no ice. Fuck off.